Good afternoon, guys, and happy Sunday to all of your sunshiny faces, guys. I feel like this entire weekend, guys, I was actually able to get a lot done and still kind of like chill and relax and like hang out with everybody and stuff like that because, you know, it's the weekend. Matthew's home from school, which he's not here during the week. Jack is, you know, off of school because it's the weekend. My dad is, you know, off of work. So, you know, normally we find things to do. You know, I was telling you guys, we found the old PlayStation 2 and was playing some games on there. You know, we watch live PD normally on Friday and Saturday nights, although Saturday night we didn't. But yesterday, it was weird. I was productive in the morning, but I felt like as I woke up so late, I lost like the whole rest of the day. Like I got a couple things done in the morning, which was really more the afternoon for me because I woke up late. So by the time I actually started getting rolling on stuff, it was late. And then, you know, it was like I lost the whole rest of the day yesterday. But I still felt like because Friday, my dad had off, so we went to the grocery stores on Friday, you know, I was able to get all that stuff done. It felt like the weekend lasted longer, so I felt like I was actually able to get more in. And on top of that too, Matthew came home on Friday, like mid-afternoon or so. I think he got home maybe around 2 or 3. Maybe closer to, no, I think it was right before 3 o'clock because I know that they ended up leaving on Friday. I told you guys to go to the, I was gonna say sports conference, the football clinic, and that they were going to that, but they actually left, got halfway or, you know, part of the way to where they were going at least. They were at least like several minutes out. Forgot that they didn't leave one of the keys. They both had keys to our other car with them and didn't leave one for my mom to take to go and pick Jack up because they ended up taking like the newer car. I left the one that Matthew normally takes with him to school for my mom because that other one's bigger, and then also too because my mom just had to run and, you know, pick Jack up from high school, which is like 5 minutes away. So they ended up taking that car, but like I said, didn't leave my mom any keys for the other one because that's normally the one Matthew takes to and from school. So my dad has the extra key to that one and Matthew has obviously the other one. So they called me around like 2 something and was like maybe 2:30 or 2:45 or something like that, and was like, oh, don't forget to let mom know to, or remind mom to go pick Jack up because I guess she wasn't answering her phone. And I was like, okay, you guys left her a key, right? And they were like, oh my gosh, we forgot to leave her a key. So they ended up having to turn around. I think they got back home, I think they got home closer to 3 o'clock, and then ended up leaving again to go back out because they had forgot to give her a key for the the other car. So yeah, like I said, they ended up going, but you know, Matthew was home kind of early, so I actually got like a jump start on his laundry as well, which, guys, I finished literally all the laundry. I can probably run one more load, and I also need to wash my bedding as well. I did wash this comforter because Matthew brought a comforter home, and I can fit both this comforter and his red one in at the same time, and they can be washed in the washing machine both at the same time, which is pretty awesome because like our old washing machine, my parents, whenever they would wash their bedding, which theirs was king size, or no, was it queen? Maybe they have a queen, I think, either king or queen, I don't remember, but whenever they would have to wash their bedding, like mainly their comforter, they'd have to take it to the laundromat because our washing machine wasn't big enough to like hold it. Now it is, and I can wash 2. Well, mine's a twin size comforter, this little one that I normally throw on top so the dogs can lay on my bed because I don't like them laying on my actual comforter. My actual comforter is a queen because I like to have more space than just, you know, I feel like honestly, like with a twin size bed on a twin size comforter on a twin size bed, I feel like I pull the blankets like off myself all the time, like either if I want like them further up on my face or, you know, just like to snuggle underneath them, like they're, you know, I wind up with them off my feet then, or, you know, I wind up hanging my feet over the side and, you know, it always gets twisted up, whereas like I have a queen size on a twin size bed, then it is like fits way better. And I have some that like hangs over the side, which is, you know, kind of nice, but then also too I can have it so that I'm not like, none of me is out of the blanket as long as it's situated on my bed right. Whereas like I said, with the twin, I find myself constantly like kicking the blanket off or something like that. So when I got the new comforter, I think it was for last Christmas, my parents got it for me. I asked for a queen size so that it was, and I love it, guys. I actually read something that was funny. When I was redoing my room 2 or 3 summers ago, whatever that was, 3 summers ago, that you're actually supposed to normally size up, with the exception of like fitted sheets and regular sheets, I guess, normally size up like your pillows. So if you do use like because they actually have different size pillows too, like you could have queen or king size pillows or whatever, but that a lot of times you should size up just so that if you want it to have, like, you know, like I said, hanging over the side of the bed and stuff like that, so that it's more draped instead of just barely on the bed like you guys can see that is, you know, because I don't actually have a I used to have a skirt for this bed, which, because my bed is raised on top of that, that's also why, like, if it was a lower bed, I wouldn't want that, but because of that, that's why, like I said, I wanted a longer, you know, comforter so that it can hang over my bed. Anyways, guys, getting back to that whole situation, I can fit that one in the washing machine and dry it. I can also do my parents as well, which, like I said, their comforter, they just got a new comforter as well. But Matthew's, I think, is it queen, or maybe it's like a twin XL comforter, so I put that plus my twin in the washing machine and washed them both together, and so they were both clean. But I do have to wash my other comforter and my sheets and pillowcases and all that stuff. So yeah, I was able to get to pretty much all of the laundry this entire weekend, which I'm totally pretty much caught up with everything, it seems like. I do need to check my parents' laundry basket, and it looks like the bathroom laundry basket's like 1/3 of the way or 1/4 of the way full, honestly, over 3 days already. But I caught up with like everything else, which was awesome. So I'm super happy about that. I got to all the laundry. I also edited another 2 vlogs today, so I actually have a bunch that I can upload tomorrow. That is probably going to be my goal, to try and upload a bunch tomorrow. But yeah, guys, I feel like I'm getting stuff done. Thankfully, I don't know, I just felt like I couldn't get a lot of stuff done, especially like over the holidays and all that kind of stuff. And then, you know, it's like, even though there's like space in between and stuff like that, I'm like, it just feels like it's one holiday after another. Like, after you have like New Year's, then shortly after that's like the Super Bowl, and we normally celebrate the Super Bowl kind of the same as New Year's, you know, and so it just seems like it's like one holiday after another after another. It seems like it's like that ever from like Halloween on until like normally after like New Year's. But then again, you're normally waiting, and we normally celebrate like Christmas and stuff like that after like the New Year, which I think we did this year as well. I can't remember when we had our party. But a lot of times, sometimes we will do it before Christmas, but it seems like a lot of times, especially lately, we've been celebrating after Christmas. So I think that's when we celebrated it this year. But then, yeah, like, you know, so our Christmas celebration normally continues into that, and like our family celebration where we get together with family and stuff like that. But yeah, normally it's just like, I feel like a lot like that goes on, and finally once the holidays are over, you're like, oh, I can just relax, you know. And so finally I feel like I got a chance to breathe a little bit, and now I'm getting back into kind of getting stuff done. But I feel like it's so hard to make like, oh, New Year's resolution at the beginning of the year. I think I've said this before, I want to make my New Year's resolutions in February, because I feel like February is finally the month where things start snowballing into a like good productive, you know, kind of cycle. Whereas like, you know, in January you're recovering from the holidays like so much, and then not only that, you're like, now instead of just, you know, trying to clean up from the holidays and stuff like that, you also have to put away all the holiday decorations, and, you know, just like get caught up with all the things that you kind of fell behind with or weren't able to stay caught up with during the holidays, you know, because there's so much cooking and baking and, you know, replenishing now the pantries and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Just like the little things that you don't even really think about, but you realize that you kind of still have to do, and then you're like, okay, now I still have to get caught up with the laundry and, like, you know, all that kind of stuff, and dishes and, you know, that kind of thing. And it's, I told you guys too, it was like, I felt like I've been behind with dishes ever since like Christmas, pretty much, even maybe since like Thanksgiving. Like, I've been like somewhat caught up, but I haven't been like as caught up as like, you know, where I have like no dirty dishes, you know, like everything is completely clean, you know. And so it just feels like that endless cycle, and February is when I finally feel like I always start to get things back together, you know, and stuff like organized again, and can get myself back on track, sort of. So yeah, like I said, that's I think finally starting for me, like, to get everything back on track. And yes, it is a few days into February, but I felt like pretty good lately in most of February getting things together. But like I said, it's just so weird. I feel like, you know, I hate making resolutions at the beginning of January because I don't know how productive I'm going to be until then. And I know always too is like at the end of the year I burn myself out by like the fall and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, I'm just exhausted, and then like, oh no, you know, I'm preparing for the holidays, and then, you know, like mentally preparing for the holidays even still in fall, and then, you know, all of that. And so now that I feel like that is all kind of behind us, and yes, we still have, you know, Valentine's Day and Easter and all that kind of stuff, but it's like one little holiday here and not like everything what I feel like bunched up. Because, you know, right after Thanksgiving you jump into like all the Black Friday sales and like, you know, all of the Christmas, you know, shopping and stuff like that, and just like all that kind of stuff. And so like that becomes overwhelming on top of it. But yes, guys, I feel like good. We had a ton of snow today too, but I feel like the weather, like, I don't know, even though it's not warmer out, I feel like it's more like warmer weather, and I don't feel as cold like lately. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel more like content, and it's not like just shivering cold weather and stuff like that. Which when we went out to the grocery stores, when we went out yesterday, maybe, I don't remember. No, we didn't go anywhere yesterday, but on Friday when we went to the grocery stores and stuff like that, like, I felt just like, you know, it wasn't freezing cold out like it is normally in the middle of, you know, January, February, you know, kind of time. It felt a little bit better. So yeah, guys, here's to getting more stuff done in the new year, because it's February and now we can get on a roll and get stuff going. So like I said, guys, vlogs got edited. I have to upload those tomorrow. Laundry done. Dishes, my mom actually took care of a load of dishes today. You know, I still have been really good about making sure my clothes have been hung up. There's nothing else other than a sweatshirt that's right here, guys, that I actually just got out of the dryer because I was doing laundry, and I'm gonna hang it up on the back of my door. But like all that kind of stuff, like I said, you know, been getting stuff done. Good things. So I'll see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.